Growth is a very, very exciting time for your business. And at that same time, you want to ensure you're not making key mistakes. Don't be making these mistakes as your business grows. Especially there are times when your business just grows like overnight, like, and I'm exaggerating, but it's like things just change quickly. You want to not be making these mistakes because if you're making these mistakes as your business is growing, it's gonna how do we put it? It's going to result in that growth being stunted. And you may even go back to a lower position than you were before in your business. So it is important as you're growing that you don't make these mistakes. One of the first mistakes I see often is that you think that the things you used to do before you were growing, are still applicable. So, in terms of the relevant systems, it's like you might be there thinking that, okay, these systems are still applicable. You might be, for example, you used to use Excel before your business was growing, and now there are more transactions and more complexity. You got to invest in an accounting system, a software. It could be for your invoices too. You find that you might used to write them by hand or use another software. You need to be having increased integration in your business to reduce the risk of errors, to reduce fraud, and to ensure that you're quickly able to trace the transactions. Because wrong transactions, wrong recording can lead to a wrong tax bill, too big a tax bill, and I'm sure you don't want that. So that is definitely one of the things that can happen. Thinking that the same systems you used before you grew are now going to be applicable. The other thing is not realizing that as you're growing, you need a team apart from yourself. So when you're starting out, it's easy to say, okay, I am able to do everything myself, or you might just have a virtual assistant. It is important that you invest in a team, a lawyer, an accountant, CFO, bookkeeper. It is important that you invest in the right team as you're growing. And oftentimes I see where business owners, you believe that the first person, you should just get an assistant. However, as you're growing, the first thing you need to start thinking about is replacing yourself. What is that strategy going to look like? You need someone who is better than yourself. No one will ever be like you, right? But that's the extent of the quality of someone you're looking for to take over your task plan. And I'm not saying as you grow now, you're going to say, I'm going to get someone in the next 6 months to take over my role. It depends on what your growth strategy is, what the plans you have for your business, exit succession planning, all of that. However, start thinking about who will I train or who is likely to take over? Do I start checking what does it look like? What parts of my role do I want replaced? So that is the second thing, not realizing that you need a team. And the third thing is as you're growing and growing, you need to dive deeper into your business numbers. Oftentimes, the level of analysis you were doing when you just started out, you got to change that because you're going to have increased transactions, complexity of transactions. It's more diverse in what's happening in your business. So you need to dive deeper and deeper into your business numbers for sure. So don't make these mistakes. I'll quickly recap. One, thinking that the same system, software that you used before you're growing is still applicable. Most times you got to change that to match the volume of what's happening in your business. As your business grows, your systems, processes need to change. The second one is not realizing that you need a team. Oftentimes, a business is being operated in your head, which is good. However, you need to have a strong team. And the third one is not not looking into your numbers deep enough. As your business grows, you have to dive deeper into your business numbers. So these are the three mistakes. There are a whole lot more, but I just talk about three today. So do remember to state where you're joining in from, and if you have any questions, please place them in the comments and share where you're joining in from. It's always great to know that. And the last thing is, if this was valuable to you, please repost it, please reshare it with someone else. We're a community, and it's so important that everyone is aware of these steps to really enhance, grow, make their business recession proof and cash flow positive. Signing off in 3, 2, 1. Bye, everyone.